Alright, hello everybody, this is Cannibal Chow. Today I'm reviewing the Magic Square, or set 1 of 3, figure 1 of 2 of this set. And as you can see, there's the really lovely looking box. You have that. And you have that nice, looks like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Special card collection thing. But yeah, that's all for the box. Alright, and on to the actual figure. This guy actually looks really nice, considering he is just a little purple and bright green excavator. He does look a brighter green on the camera than he does in real life. It's more of a muted yellow, muted purple. But you know, he does look really nice. And as you can see, there's a lot of nice, you know, still somewhat toony, but also somewhat realistic details. That just doesn't want to look straight, but you know, purple windows, purple tracks. That's obviously a head, and green everything else. And then he does come with the little gun. And let's see, this also moves at this point here. It moves at this point here, and the bucket can move almost, oh no, yeah, fully. So you can do all those lovely, you know, all those lovely digging features, or digging movements. And this does come off pretty easily, so be careful of that. But he also can do the classic, just, you know, twisting side by side, or side to side. Alright, so that's how he looks all there. And then you just go ahead and get this off of here. This is his gun, and it does plug into that little slot, or the little peg, go over this little peg into the slot right there. It is a pretty tight fit, so be careful. And he does come with the little Devastator hand, and well, him and his little set mate come with the Devastator hand, one for each side, and also the drills. The drill just plugs in with the peg right there. Alright, got the right hand. Literally the right hand. Open that up, push hand through, hand goes out. You can sort of put it in a nice little pose. And of course, the fingers are fully articulated. There's a ball joint at the base, and then a hinge at the knuckle. So you can really get some nice expressive positions. Ball joint at the base of the thumb, and a little pin joint, so you can really, you know, get that sort of classic meme of, you know, I'm gonna snap everything out of existence, or just go for the lovely anime style. But here's how you put it on. To have the combined sort of mode, you just take this, hold the bottom like that, that slots out with that there, and you just sort of move this joint down, and just, I suggest you hold it from the top, slide it into there. It won't go flush because, you know, it's the wrong way, but you put this here, and then just sort of do it like that, or if you really want to, just like that. I just try to put it as close as I can. So what you do is you just take this, you see that there's sort of like a double-decker thing on here, and you can see there's dovetail, the top slides in, there we go. And now you have, you know, his right arm. And it does actually have a good amount of range. It's just, you know, sort of hindered by that. But if you were to do it like this, you can pretty much go almost full bend like that. So here's the arm with the combined arm mode. And then to put the hand away, you just want to bend the top joint and then just bend the ball joint ones in. Put it so it's a long ways like that. Make sure that this is open because it won't open the little latch. Pop it in. Oh, there you go. Pop it in. Slide in. Close. Do that. And you can just simply slide it up. And there you go. Now it's all nice and stored away. Alright, and now to transform him. All you gotta do is just take this off. It makes things easier. And what I like to do first is I like to take this, hinge it up, take this other one, hinge it up. This one you can, if I remember correctly, you can, yeah, I could just hinge it to the first one there. Then you just fold in that, fold in that, leave that one up, and then we move on to the arms. The arms you just untab from there. These tabs hold really tight. That's probably one thing really good with this Magic Square set. So there you go. And then all you want to do is also pull this head up. It just slides. Take this, you want to hold on to the little thing that's in there. Sometimes it won't pop up, but you can also bend it up a little bit. As you can see, it gets kind of stuck on there. So I'll grab that little flap, push that, there you go. And you just want to get it sort of like that, lift them up. And the next thing you want to do is to pull that up so it tabs in there. Take this, and this will move on that armature, go up, and then tab in like that to where it cleans up. And this part, as you can see, there is some little hinges. Just want to hinge it like that, and actually wait, sorry, it goes like this. You want to hinge everything so it collapses and then locks in like that. And then this you can leave out, so you can put a plug the little scoop arm back on, and you should have something like that. And that, of course, is actually where the joint twists around. Alright, now onto the legs. You just want to rotate that so it unclips from there. It clips into that little slot between the toes. And then take the leg and just untab from here. You just need to bend it out a little bit. Then I just like to rotate them down a bit. And then these, just flip the little flaps out. Take this, bend this out of the way a bit. Rotate this all the way around. Next thing you want to do is make sure that this gets into this little slot right here. The good thing about it is that if you haven't put him into combined mode and twist that around, it slots in pretty easy. So then you can just take this, tab those into there. And then these flaps just don't really peg in anything or clip in anything. They're just a nice gap filler, so it cleans it out. And now you want to go to the legs. Rotate these down, and these guys are pretty engineered with how they do this. So you just take this, sort of out like that a little bit, Easiest way to get it really out is wiggle these, push these out, because this is tabbed into that part right there. Fold this out, and pull this all out like this, and then it'll sort of slide over like this. You push this up, tab it there, that closes up the hole. Twist this around, put your toe out, put your heel out. Oh, and twist it around since it is backwards. Do it to the same, or do the same thing to the other side. Pull this out a little bit. Here we go. Shake it out, slide it down, fold this out, tab it in, flip and flip, twist around, and now you got his little feetsies and his knees, which break the mold slightly, but eh. Alright, and then you just flip these out, not to mention you do want to, this kind of tabs out of place easy on mine, but it also helps for getting everything all set. Oh, and I almost forgot, you are supposed to take this, and you can see there's 2 hinges in there. Just want to make sure that that second hinge is all the way flat. Slide this all up so it's nice and flush. Have this come down, and then you'll see a tab in a slot and go into there, and then just slot it in so it's nice and tight, but you can still rotate. And then just fix the hips by, you know, holding your finger on here, pushing down onto it like so. There we go. And of course just make sure that this is back into there. Oops. There we go. And now for the arms, you just want to rotate these forward. Oh, whoops. Rotate them this way. I always try and press against this so the secondary elbow works. And then you just want to split that open. Get his hand. His hands are a little hard to get, although you can use the gun to sort of peg in, bring it out, flip it out, close, rotate down, and there you go. Now you have his hand, or his arm, I mean. Do that. Do that. Use the gun to bring out his hand. Flip the hand out. There we go. Fix his head. Make sure there's anything else not done. You take his little scooper arm, flip it up, bend that, bend that. That does look really, really nice. And he does stand really well. If you can't get him to stand perfectly stable, it could just be because these do go sort of up above flat, and you just use that and now he's fine. But you know, for a legend scale figure that it's not all too tall or anything, he is pretty good. And for size comparison, here he is with the Magic Square Megatron, and here he is with my recent commission, a custom made by ID Armed on Twitter. There he is with Siege leader class, Voyager scale Shockwave. And that's kind of a fun size scaling. The head is on a ball joint, as you can see. You can look up that far. You can if you manipulate it right, you can look down that far. Not so much side to side. Look 360. His arms can go out to there, all the way around. No butterfly, but he can wiggle a little bit. Elbow is double jointed, so you can get there and then use the elbow in this part of the arm to go there, or a mixture of both to get a little bit smoother movement. And his hips, or his waist, I mean, waist can go all the way around. There is an ab crunch that you can, without really breaking the front mold, you can get him to go basically 90. Then you have the legs that can go about there, or if you use that, you can go about there, or you can also utilize the lovely pelvis unlocking thing to get, full all the way out. With the pelvis locked in place, you can only get to about there. With the pelvis unlocked, you can get full range. And again, pelvis locked, out to there, pelvis unlocked, fully. So that is a nice little feature. You can sort of unlock the hips there. And then knees, they are double jointed, and there is a way to do it that you can get full on. And feet, a little bit down, barely any up. You do get the toe up a little bit, down all the way, heel down all the way, up a little bit, and then side to side, and wiggle. So if you really wanted to, you could get him into some really, really nice poses. Like, for example, you can get him into something like this. So there you go. That is the lovely Scavenger review. He is pretty good. He does have some nice details and everything. Actually, let me go ahead and show off his lovely up close details. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done full-on review with my voice and everything. So let's go ahead and look very close up. So that head is very well colored and very well sculpted. You can also see the chest plate, which is actually molded, unlike the New Age one. From what I remember, is a giant piece that tabs in. So the only places that are actually painted, as far as I can tell, are the head area here, here, nothing on here, and then the little windows. But either way, you can see some of the stuff. It's molded, the hands molded really nicely. That tracks are nice and molded here. You can see the little suspension bar, the drive wheel, idler wheel. Feet are nice. Little track detail. On the back, he cleans up really nice. You could even see the little details on the roof, on the crane arm, or the shovel arm, of course. And even on the top, that's the one thing, he doesn't really have any sort of hollow spots like you would see in regular figures. or any kind of unsightly gaps. The only one that really is there is about right there, and that's it. Or, you know, on the lower side of that. Other than that, you know, it's pretty much all good. Nice little figure. Can't wait to get the rest of the set. And I will try and get the other side of him, his lovely little pack mate. We'll try to get him sort of in the next review. Thank you all for watching the review. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do have a Twitter. I do have a Twitch as well, and I try to also stream on there. But again, thank you all. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, noon, or night. And as always, fly safe.